Hello there. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. This is where we talk all about your financial freedom, how to take care of your money and have fun doing it. So if that's what you're looking for, you're in the right place. Please help me spread the word by subscribing to the channel, by sharing it on your social media, sharing it with your friends, and liking and commenting on the video. We talk about so many fun things here, like today's topic. I know you're gonna love it. Today's topic is why you should have a spending account. You've heard of having a savings account and a checking account and an investment account, but today's topic is why you should have a spending account. Yay! Hear me out. Stay with me. This might just change your life. What if you've been thinking of finances completely backwards? Most people tend to do things completely backwards when it comes to their finances. What do I mean by that? So you go to work, you earn money, you bring home a paycheck, you spend all of your money on bills and mortgages and rent and just life expenses and clothing and everything else that you can think of. And saving is actually the last thing on your mind. And not only that, most people spend their money on things that don't even bring them joy. So apart from your regular monthly bills, most of us spend money on sort of mindless things. Most people spend their money by default. And I'm not talking about your regular bills, the things that you have to spend money on to live your life day to day, whether it's a mortgage or rent or electricity bill or food. Apart from that, so once your monthly expenses are covered, most people tend to spend the rest of their money by default. So they know that they should save a little bit, and there's not much money left at the end of the month after all of the bills and after all of sort of the default spending is done. So now comes in guilt, because we all know what's good for us, right? We all know that we should save some money. We should have a sanity fund. We should invest in our future. For the most part, most of us know that, but we don't tend to plan it. We don't, for the most part, tend to plan to save. Or sometimes we feel like we don't really have enough money to save, and we end up spending the rest of it that's left over as well. So not only we spend some of that money that's left over, we spend it with guilt. And that's the worst thing, because we know we should save it. We feel like we don't have enough money to save, and part of it has to do with habits. So we continue spending, and it's kind of a vicious cycle. So what I'm proposing to you is, instead of spending by default, why not spend on purpose and enjoy the money that you spend? Now, before we get there, I need you to make sure that your finances are in order. There's another video I did, how to save 25% of your income. I'm going to link that below in the description box. So first, I need you to watch that. First, I need you to make sure that you watch that and you take the actions that I'm talking about in there. So in other words, you need to make sure you are paying yourself first. You are getting your financial house in order. So there are certain things you need to do before you finish watching the rest of the video. Okay, now that you've done that, from that video, how to save 25%, you figured out what your expenses are for the month. You figured out what your savings rate is going to be. You're going to pay yourself first. All of those important things to take care of your financial future are taken care of. Now you've done that, you know what your expenses are, you know what you're saving, you're investing. Now what you're going to add to that is have a percentage of your net income, so the money that you bring home each month after taxes, you're going to take either a percentage or a dollar amount. That's entirely up to you. And put it in an account and call it your spending account. You can also call it your play account. It's fun money, it's play money, call it whatever you want. It's the money that you are setting aside to just enjoy, to spend on whatever you want to spend on. For example, if you bring home $4,000 a month, so your net income after taxes and everything, the check that you actually bring home at the end of each month is $4,000. You can take 5% of that as an example. 5% of $4,000 is $200. So you take $200 at the end of each month and you put it in this account. That's your play account or your fun account or your spending account. Call it whatever you want. That becomes your fun money. That becomes your spending money. And you know that you've taken care of all of the important things in your life. You've taken care of paying yourself first. That means at the end of each month, when you're looking at taking care of your finances, the first bill you pay is to yourself, whatever that saving rate you've decided. So you pay yourself before anything else. Now that money, you will decide what to do with that money, whether you need to put it in your sanity fund because you want to pad your sanity fund first. Sanity fund means that you have this cushion that will last you 3 to 6 months in case something happens. So it'll cover your expenses from 3 to 6 months should you lose your job or should something happen where you can't work. Or if you already have that fully funded, you have 3 to 6 months in there, then you want to start investing your money in RSP, TFSA, and so on. So that's what you do with that paying yourself first money. You've done that, you've taken care of all of your needed expenses for the month, and you've also set aside some money for yourself. This is a reward for you for doing a good job, for taking care of your finances. You know you're going to spend some money each month. So why not do it on purpose and do it without guilt? So here are 3 reasons I think you should absolutely have a spending account. Number 1, you should be able to treat yourself. You deserve to treat yourself, and you should be able to do that without guilt. Guilt is such a destructive and a useless emotion. So if you feel like whenever you go out shopping or if you do something to treat yourself and every time you take out your credit card you feel guilty, that means you know you're doing something that you probably shouldn't be doing. So you haven't taken care of your finances and you're feeling guilty for spending the money that you think at the back of your mind, you know you should be doing something else with that money. Now, even the activity, whether it's you're buying something for yourself or you're getting a massage or a facial or whatever you're spending money on, now you're not really enjoying it because you're spending the money and you're feeling guilty. You work so hard to bring money in. You work so hard to do a good job at work or your business or whatever you do to earn money. You should be able to treat yourself. So instead of doing this by default, why not do it by design and enjoy it? So that's number 1. You should be able to treat yourself without guilt. Reason number 2 why I think you should have a spending account is that it'll keep you on track on your finances. How, you ask? Before you can put your money in your spending account, you have to take care of everything else. So you have to take care of paying yourself first. You have to make sure that you're taking care of your savings and investing. You have to take care of all of your bills, because at that time, once you've taken care of all of that, that's when you put a percentage or a dollar amount into your spending. You can't just throw money in your spending account without thinking about it. I want you to take care of all of the other things first and then put the money in your spending account at the same time. This is going to inspire you to take care of your money. And reason number 3, and the final reason I think you need to have a spending account, is that you deserve to take care of yourself in the best way possible. When you have money in your spending account and you know that it's dedicated to you, that's your money to do with it whatever you please, there's a sense of freedom. And there's a sense of accomplishment. So when I say you deserve to take care of yourself, you are taking care of not only you're taking care of your physical self or whatever you might want to do with this money, but you are really taking care of business. You know that you've worked hard for this money and this money is earmarked for anything that you want to do. So with this money, you will spend on yourself in any way that you want. If you want to do any type of self-care activities, you want to go get a massage, you want to go join a yoga class, you want to buy yourself that piece of jewelry, you want to go travel. The options are endless. It's anything and everything that your heart desires. And the most important element of this 3rd reason is that I don't want you to have to wait on somebody else to give you the things that you want. Don't wait on somebody else to spend the money on you, the money that you don't think that you deserve to spend on yourself. So anything that you ever wanted, you want to fund this account to take care of that. Anything that you've ever dreamed of, anything that you've ever wanted, I want you to start funding that account, even if it's big ticket items, even if you want $10,000 necklace just because that's what you've always wanted. I don't care. This is not about materialism, okay? Let's just get that straight. But there are certain things we all want. If you want something that's really expensive, you've never treated yourself with it, and maybe at the back of your mind, you're waiting for Prince Charming to get that for you, forget it. This is not about Prince Charming. This is not about anyone else. This is all about you and you being able to take care of yourself. You being able to take care of not all of your needs, but all of your wants and wishes, but do it in a responsible way and do it in guilt-free way. Guilt erodes your soul. So I want you to be able to treat yourself. I want you to be able to take care of yourself and do it in a fun and lighthearted way, because that's what you deserve. And besides, do not put the responsibility of your happiness and your joy and the fulfillment or anything that you want on another person. It's great if somebody's there and they're there to add to your happiness. They're there to complement your life. But by no means you should put that kind of responsibility on anyone else. So if there are things that you want, there are experiences that you want, plan for it and do it. I mean, how empowering is that? Having a spending account, you get to take care of your finances. You get to be on the path of financial freedom. It doesn't matter where you are right now. It doesn't matter if you don't have anything in savings right now or in your investments. Start today. So through this process, you get to take care of your money. You get to take care of your financial future. You get to have money in your spending account, and you get to treat yourself and spend money on things that you like and do it guilt-free. I really don't see anything that you've got to lose. So tell me what you think. In the comments below, give me your thoughts, give me your opinion. What do you think about having a spending account? Do you have one already? Thank you for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so and share this video with other people like yourself. Thanks.